But what's George W. Bush gonna do here? George Bush got that ring bell, and I shot in the face of Bin Laden from George W. Bush. There's another shot with that ring bell. Come on, Bush, kick Bin Laden's ass. Kick out Kennedy's ass. Kick the Afghan kid's ass. Wait a minute. Bush is going for it. The presidential slam. The presidential slam on Bin Laden. By God. The presidential slam is on Bin Laden. Bin Laden coming back with that kick. Bin Laden got up so quickly from that. And there's a big hit in the face of George W. Bush. George W. Bush taking that ring bell back from Bin Laden, making sure that he doesn't hit him in the head with that ring bell. What's Bush doing here? Bin Laden's head is going fist rush through that cage. Kick his ass, Bush. Kick his ass. Kick Bin Laden's ass. George Bush is getting kind of tired here. I mean, I know the president's like 61 years old, the fourth president of the United States, and there's an edge-o-matic from Bin Laden to George W. Bush. Bin Laden's starting to feel in his head. Bin Laden's head starting to get messed up from Bush with his ass. And there's a rainbow shot in the face of George W. Bush from Bin Laden. Oh, wait a minute. Bin Laden's coming to the top of this cage here. Bin Laden's coming to the top of his Hell in a Cell. What's Bin Laden going to do here? Osama Bin Laden, he's crazy. He's a crazy man. He'll commit suicide just to mess up America. And you know what, folks? He may commit suicide just to take out George W. Bush. And you know what? Bin Laden makes me sick. I'll tell you one thing right now. Screw you, Bin Laden. Wait a minute. George W. Bush, he's coming to the top of that cage. George Bush is coming to the top of that cage right here. Wait a minute. Bush has Bin Laden on the grapple. There's a shot in the neck from George W. Bush. Wait a minute. George W. Bush messing Bin Laden there. Bin Laden is choking out Bush on the top of the Hell in a Cell match. Folks, this is going crazy. The Hell in a Cell match. The Hell in a Cell is only made out of steel and steel, but you know what? These two men are kind of heavy. I think George W. Bush is like 200 pounds. I think Bin Laden's like 200 pounds. So any slam can knock this Hell in a Cell down and can cause the steel to crumble down into that ring below. And you know what, folks? We don't want that. You don't want to see that in this match. By God! By God Almighty! By God! Bin Laden just knocked out Bush on top of the Hell in a Cell. By God! Bush is broken in half. By God Almighty! By God, folks! I tell you one thing right now. George W. Bush is knocked out after Bin Laden just knocked him off the top of this Hell in a Cell. Oh yeah, George W. Bush is fighting back. George Bush is fighting back somehow. How is George Bush getting the strength to fight back from Bin Laden after that fall? I'll never know. Wait a minute. George W. Bush, he has Bin Laden. Bin Laden got fist runs through that crowd barrier right there. And now both men are calling the Hell in a Cell match. But I'll tell you one thing, this match could be the match of the year right here. This could be the biggest match of the year for the SMF. I'll tell you one thing right now. Wait a minute. Bin Laden, oh no, Bin Laden's going to the same move. Oh no, Bin Laden, what's he going to do? Bin Laden with that knee, the knee in the gut of George W. Bush. Bin Laden's head starting to feel the effects of the George W. Bush repeatedly slamming his head like a basketball to the announce table into that cage. What's George W. Bush doing here? Wait a minute, George W. Bush, he's going for a choke slam. Oh my God. What's he going to do here? George Bush, what are you doing? Don't do this! By God Almighty! By God! He just choke slammed Bin Laden from the top of that cell to the announce table. Bush, what are you? By God! Oh my God, folks, both men are down. Both men are down. After George Bush has made that suicide move from Bin Laden, George W. Bush is risking himself. He's making a sacrifice in his own body to knock out Bin Laden for the SMF Championship and get him one score for America. And there's George W. Bush bleeding out Bin Laden right there with his knee straight in the face of Bin Laden. By God, folks, I've never seen one thing like that in my life. I've been commentating for since January 2007, and I've never seen anything like that in my life. I'll tell you one thing right now. By God Almighty, folks. I hear both men, George W. Bush and Bin Laden, are calling the top of the cell. What's Bin Laden doing? Bin Laden has Bush in that grapple. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like the looks of this. Oh no, don't do this, Bin Laden. Don't do this. By God Almighty. By God. Both men just fell on the top of the Hell in a Cell. By God. That's like a 30-foot fall from the top of that cell onto on the ground over there. By God Almighty, folks. Both men are down. George W. Bush, Bin Laden are knocked out from that fall. By God. I think both men are dead. Oh, wait a minute. Bin Laden got back to his feet. Bin Laden somehow getting the strength to get back to his feet. Folks, this is the latest match we're seeing right here. This is the latest match we're seeing for the SMF Championship. We haven't seen a match like this before in our life. Oh no, wait a minute. Belon's going for that leg kick. That leg kick, and George W. Bush. And George W. Bush is then busted open for that leg kick. By God Almighty, folks, I never seen a match like this before in my life. Oh, wait a minute. Belon's coming to the top of the cell. What's Belon gonna do here? Belon, by God, Belon, oh my God! Belon just knocking himself out right there. Belon just falling to the announcer. Well, I'm surprised the announcer didn't break. Wait a minute, both bloody men, George W. Bush and Tom Belon are both bloody, and George W. Bush is slamming Belon's head against that steel cage, that stainless steel cage in a Hell in a Cell. Both men have been busted open at the hands of each other. This war has been going on since September 11, 2001 between George W. Bush and Osama Bin Laden. And first, we're finally see George W. Bush getting some ass right here tonight. Wait a minute, what's George Bush doing here? George Bush is on top of the Hell in a Cell, saluting the crowd because, you know, this is America, damn it. We're in Washington, D.C. We're live from the Verizon Center. We're live from the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. And George W. Bush is kicking about Al-Qaeda's ass right now. And that's what I like to see in Washington, D.C. My hometown of Washington, D.C., damn it. I actually live like 20 miles south from here. If you go to Princeton County is my hometown. It's Bob Ross's hometown, where the SMF comes from. And wait a minute, Belong with that drop kick in the face of George W. Bush. Oh no, the leg drop. The leg drop on George W. Bush in the top of that steel cage, by God Almighty. George W. Bush going head first into that steel cage from a leg drop. And George W. Bush is feeling that fix in his head. Oh no. And what's Belong doing here? Oh no, Belong has George W. Bush in that razor's edge. At George W. Bush. Oh no, Belon, I don't like the looks of this, folks. I tell you one thing right now. Belon is slamming George Bush right to the back of that steel cage. Man, George W. Bush fighting out of it right here.